Good morning. Get yourself a comfortable seat. Get your supplies ready. Strap, blocks, blanket if you'd like. Find a comfortable seat in a chair, preferably without arms. Wiggle around. A little bending and twisting and rolling. Center yourself into your chair. Have some support underneath your legs so they're not just dangling if you can. Root through your sit bones. Just kind of wiggle back and forth like you're just kind of rooting them down in there. And then draw from the center of your being and lengthen up through the crown of your head. Relax your hands in your lap. Close your eyes. Engage your abdominal wall to help support the tall seat. Take some nice deep breaths. Nice big inhale in. And exhaling is a form of release. Release thoughts, release worries. Big inhale, fresh air. Exhale, releasing out anything you don't want to bring into your practice. Couple more big deep breaths. You can breathe everything through your nose, or you can alternate breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Whatever just feels good. And then release control of your breath. Let it be natural. I want you to set an intention for your practice today. We don't do this very often. So it's just basically telling yourself what I would like to get out of today, out of this hour of work. Could be a clear head. It could be a stiffness from the morning you want to get released. It could be better digestion. It could be just focus and quiet or time for yourself. Some examples. So set your intention for today. Turn your head to the right as far as you can. Drop your chin down towards the right shoulder. Take the left hand, jazz hand, wide fingers, bending your elbow, hand at your shoulder, and press to the left. Opening up, wide fingers, stop sign. And just lift and lower your chin on the right side, over at the right side. Pausing with it back in a lowered position. Slowly lower your arm, leading with the wrist. Keep the fingers wide and active, the hand active, the elbow soft. Relax the shoulder all the way down to the body. Press down through the whole arm as if you're pushing on a seat next to you. Stretch a little more through the neck, shoulder, upper back, upper chest. And then relax the fingers, relax all the way up the arm, and just shake it out a little bit. Lift your chin back up and turn your head to face forward. Relax your hand back in your lap. Take 2 big breaths. After you've completed your second breath, turn your head to the left. Shoulders are relaxed. Drop your chin down. Bending the right elbow, bringing the right hand near the shoulder. Wide jazz hand fingers. Press out to the right side. Stop sign. Soft elbow. And then lift and lower your chin. Pause with the chin lowered. Slowly lower the arm, leading with the wrist. Wide active fingers, soft elbow. Slowly lowering all the way down until the arm touches the side of the body, and then press down. You're going to put the palm of the hand on a bench, and you're going to push down in order to lift your butt, but we're not doing the lifting part. Dropping the shoulder down. Wide fingers. Relax the hand, relax the arm, shake it out, twisting it side to side. Lift your chin back up, turn your head to face forward, and relax the hand back in your lap. 2 big breaths. At the exhale of your second breath, drop your chin forward, and then lift your chin up. Drop your chin forward, squeeze it in nice and tight. Lift your chin up, lift and reach the chin towards the ceiling, and then drop the chin back down, squeeze it in tight. Lift the chin up and reach for the ceiling. Drop the chin back down. Just keep doing this nice big yes motion. At the top, you're reaching, so you're lifting up. Activate through the core, through the butt, the hamstrings, thighs. Stay tall as you lift, bring the chin back down and squeeze into your voice box. Lifting up and reaching through the chin, and then bringing the chin down and relaxing the body a little bit. Up and reach. Relaxing the thighs and butt as you come down and squeeze in. Lift and reach. And relax down. And bring head back to neutral. Realign everything if you got anything out of place. 2 big breaths. At the end of your second breath, bring your arms forward, palms up, elbows are soft. Rotate so that the palms are nice and flat. The thumb and the index finger are nice and flat, like you're going to hold trays of drinks, 2 separate trays, so that we can move them. We're going to take a nice deep breath and open lead with our thumbs, lift our heart and head up. Exhale, come right back to tall spine, hands are shoulder width apart. Inhale, opening, lifting heart and head. Exhale, come right back to tall neutral. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. When you come back, and we're not rounding forward, we're just going back to a nice tall spine. Belly pulled in. Lengthening through our crown when we come back. On your next exhale, allow the hands to relax, palms still up onto the thighs. 2 big breaths. At the end of your second breath, bring your palms together, touching. Make sure that you're sealing your palm from the bottom, outside, inside. Each finger is touching, sealed together. Have a wide hands. And take a nice deep breath. Exhale and pull the palms into your belly button, round your back. Inhale back to a tall spine, hands right around throat area. Exhale, we're rounding forward. Pull the heel of your hands into the belly. Inhale with the tall spine, no arching, no lifting, right at the throat. Exhale down, pull in. Inhale back up. Exhale down, pull in. Inhale back up to tall spine. Exhale round. Inhale up. Exhale round. Inhale up. This will be our last exhale on this, but since our movement is on the exhale, go ahead and inhale and bring yourself back up. Relax your hands in your lap. 2 big breaths. At your second exhale, go ahead and grab your strap. Lasso your right foot. Have this 2 breath pause in between each motion going here. I'm going to try and keep that through the class. I want you to use your 2 breaths to really pause and listen to your body, whether it be listening to the part that we just worked, whether it be a different side or front to back, or listening to the pieces that you left out in the exercise we just did. So come forward about halfway in your chair. So you're not up against the back of your chair. Right. Lengthen through the crown, root through the sit bones. Take a deep breath to start. Exhale, flex and lift your right leg, holding the weight of the leg with the strap, but keep the knee soft, so don't lock it out. Keep it nice and soft. I wanted you to engage through both glutes, the butt cheeks, to help assist with the hold of the leg. Draw the belly button in slightly, not in so far you can't breathe, just a little bit so you're engaged. We're going to take a nice deep breath. Exhale, flex and round. Inhale, relax your foot, come up tall. Exhale, flex your foot and round. Inhale, relax the foot and come up tall. Exhale, flex the foot and round. Inhale, relax and come up tall. Exhale, flex the foot and round. Inhale, come up tall and relax the foot down. Pause and take 2 breaths. Trying not to fidget through our 2 breaths, not transitioning. At the end of your second breath is when we can move, switch feet. Nice deep breaths to start. Exhale, flex left foot. Bring it up. Soft knee, not locked out. Foot is relaxed. Hold on with your arms and then squeeze both glutes. Engage the abs a little bit to help hold the weight of the leg up. Start with a nice deep breath. Exhale, flex the foot and round. Inhale, relax the foot and sit up tall. Exhale, flex the foot and round. Inhale, relax the foot and sit up tall. Exhale, flex the foot and round. Inhale, relax the foot and sit up tall. Exhale, flex the foot and round. Inhale, sit up tall. We have one more. Exhale, flex the foot and round. Inhale, sit up nice and tall and relax the foot down. Before unlassoing, take your 2 breaths. Taking those breaths to focus. At the end of your second breath, keep the lasso on your left foot, and lift the right up onto your left thigh. Let the ankle hang off the thigh bone, soft flex of the foot. You can use the lasso if you want to, or you can just transition to arms on shin, hands on shin. Either way, it's completely up to you. So root through your sit bones, lengthen through the crown. Find peace with this position. It may be uncomfortable. Find peace with it. And if that means that you need to scoot back a little bit and have more support against your back for this, and it gives you some peace, if that means you need to put something underneath your foot, if that means that pulling in, having the shin pulled in this far is too much, and to make peace with it, you need to put a chair out here and put that leg on a chair or a footstool. Find a way to make peace with this position. Hope that helps you figure out what that means to your body to make peace with the position. We're going to take a nice deep breath and lengthen. Exhale, flat back forward as far as you feel comfortable. And then inhale yourself right back up. Exhale forward. Keep the sit bones rooted. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, come forward. Inhaling back up. Last one, exhaling forward. Inhale, come back up. And release the foot. And then take your 2 breaths. The end of the second breath, exhale. Bring the left one up. Let the left ankle hang off of that right thigh bone. Find your peace with this position. The piece on one side may be completely different or slightly different from the piece on the other side. And that can depend on flexibility, can depend on surgeries, can depend on what side you sleep on, and if you're achier on one side than the other. Can just depend on the day, but find peace with this position, utilizing props, straps, whatever you need. Are you centered on your sit bones from front to back? Do you find yourself leaning slightly forward? Do you find yourself arching your back? Do you find yourself slumped over? Lengthen tall. Find a focal point and just feel. Take a nice deep breath to start. Exhale, take it forward as far as you feel comfortable with a flat back. Inhale yourself back up. Use your abdominal wall to help you come back up tall. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. You may find yourself going a little bit forward, more forward each time. Last one. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Release the foot and take your 2 breaths. As you exhale out your second breath, make sure that your feet are hip width apart. I have a blanket underneath my feet. If you have something under your feet, we're going to stand, but we're going to focus on our stand. So I want to make sure that you're in a position that you can stand. So for me, I need to come forward a little bit in my chair. I couldn't stand in the position I was in. We're going to work on standing, having our feet directly out in front of our hips. When you do bring your body weight forward to lift up, make sure that you don't have your feet tucked in so close that your knees are out in front of your toes. You want them to be out, your toes out forward of your knees to help put weight on the back of your heels instead of your toes. The further forward your weight is, the more pressure you put on the knee joint, okay? Utilizing your butt muscles. So I want you to start by squeezing your butt. Squeeze your butt. Bring your chest forward as if you're going to lift, but we're not quite ready to lift. Like you're bringing your momentum forward, but we're not ready to yet. And then relax. So that's going to be the sense of our motion. We're going to take a nice deep breath. Exhale, come forward as if you're going to lift, but don't lift. And back. Deep breath. Exhale, lean as if you're going to lift and come back. Big breath. Exhale, squeeze the butt, squeeze the thighs, root the feet, and relax. We're actually going to stand this time. So was that a good spot for your feet? Do they need to be moved somewhere else? So we're going to come and lift our weight up off. So maybe you want to practice a little bit. And like, can I lift my butt and put my butt back down? Just a tiny bit. Where do I need to be to make that happen and not have any pain in my knees? Okay, take a nice deep breath. Lift and go right back down. You're exhaling on the right back down. Take a deep breath. Lift, right back down. Deep breath. Lift, right back down. All the way up this time. Deep breath. Up. Come back down nice and slow. Butt goes back first. Sit. Deep breath. Like a rocket, you just sit yourself right up. Bend your butt, chest comes forward, bend your knees, sit right back down. Deep breath. Right up. Bend forward, bend knees, butt back, back down. One more. Big breath. Up. Shake out your legs. Now you can take or leave any part of that didn't do you justice, or you can practice using bits and pieces of that process to utilize. The point of it is to try and utilize this area to get up, the thighs, the hamstrings, and the butt, and not the knees and the calves. All right, feet are W width apart, right underneath your elbows. They can be comfortable positions. They can be a little out, they can be in, wherever it's comfortable for you. I want you to find your focal point on the floor right in front of you so your eyes are soft. Soften your knees, shake them out a little bit. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips. And take your 2 big breaths. At the end of your second breath, bring your hands to your hips, or you can take one to the chair if you want to. Engage through the abdominal wall. Lengthen through the crown. Soften through the knees. Start to hinge at your hip bone right there. coming forward about a 45 degrees, and then come right back up. Lining your hips back up over your ankles. Come forward about 45 degrees, and then come back up. Lining your hips up over your ankles. So I'm going to turn to the side. So as I lean forward, in order to maintain my weight even over my feet, if my upper body's coming forward, I got to take those hips back. Weight should remain even over your feet, front to back. And then I come up, hips come forward, chest comes back, everything lines up over the feet. Take it forward about 45 degrees. My hips have to move back a little bit. Draw your belly in. Bring it back together. Taking it forward and bringing it back together. Take it forward, hips go back. Bring it back together. We're going to go a little further this time. The further forward you go, the more you want to draw the abs in. So the forwardness is not generated from your back. It's generated from your legs. So if you pull the belly in, it's going to make that back be nice and strong so that the forward movement comes from the butt and the thighs. Coming forward, squeeze the butt and thighs to bring yourself back up. And then you can relax and ride as you're up nice and tall. Squeeze the thighs, start to come forward, pull the belly in. Try and go parallel if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Squeeze the butt and thighs to pull yourself back up. So if you think about as you go forward, squeeze the front of your thighs. Let the rubber band of the back of your thighs and butt open up, stretch out the rubber band. Now we're going to squeeze the rubber band of our butt and thighs to pull us back. Now the rubber band back here is all relaxed. Leaning forward, opening up the rubber band, keep the belly pulled in to protect the back. Now that rubber band is pulling us back up. Squeeze through the butt and thighs. Come forward. Let the rubber band open. Feel the openness of your thighs, the backs of your thighs. Squeeze the butt and thighs and come back up. Forward, pull that belly in. Squeeze the butt and thighs to come back up. We're going to do one more. And come back up. And relax. Shake out your legs. Get back in your position. Arms at your side. Gaze, soft gaze forward, hips over ankles, shoulders over hips. 2 big breaths. How does it feel after that? End of your second breath, transfer your weight to your left foot. Sorry, don't know my left and right all of a sudden. Weight went to the left foot, come up on the toe of the right foot. So I really didn't move my feet at all. I just transferred and lifted on this side. Hand could be on a chair. They can be on your hips. Lengthen tall from your left sole of your foot through the ankle, through the knee, through the hip, through the crown. And I just want you to draw an arc from front to back with your right toe. So steady yourself, find your balance, come forward with the big toe. It's on the floor. It's just drawing an arc, half a circle, all the way to the back and around all the way to the front. Trying to keep our balance, embrace the wiggle. You're going to have some wiggling happening. Try not to move your upper body. So from the hips up, that torso is nice and stable. When you go backwards, you may feel like you want to lean forward. Try not to. Stay up tall. Do one more full arc, whichever direction you're on, and then come back to the side where you restarted and bring your weight over both feet. Shake them out a little bit and have your 2 breaths before we do the other side. The end of your second breath, put the weight on the right foot, coming up on the left toe. I have to scoot over a little bit because the fan's in my way. Make sure there's nothing in your way before you start your arc. Bringing that toe to the front and then rounding it around to the back without leaning. Forward and around to the back. Finding that focal point, trying to go slow. I mean, at some point you may feel too wobbly and have to put a little extra weight on that toe to help maintain that balance. Go ahead and finish the arc that you're doing and then bring it back to the side and transition weight over both feet. Shake them out, rock side to side, whatever feels good, and then have your 2 big breaths as motionless as possible. Time to just survey the body. We're going to take a 3rd breath, deep inhale up with arms. Inhale all the way up. Hinge at your hips, come forward, all the way rounding down. Let your arms hang, let your head hang. If you need a chair to hold on to or to hang over, you can transition yourself to a chair. Shake your head no. Maybe give yourself a little shoulder shimmy. You can rock, you can stand still. You can go heel to toe. You can go right foot to left foot. I want you to take an inhale and lift your torso so that it's parallel with the floor. I put my hands on my shins when I do this. And then exhale back, head back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale back down. One more half lift. Inhale, half lift. Exhale back down. Now full lift. Inhale all the way up, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Shake it out, and we're going to go to the floor. Make sure you can reach your strap. Fix your pants. All the way to the floor. Get your strap and go ahead and lasso your right foot. As you transition yourself all the way to the floor, put your left foot on the floor, right foot in the air with the strap. Keep smacking the microphone. My nose itches. I apologize if that's extremely loud in your microphone. All right, balance that leg. Use the strap. You can keep your left knee in the air, or you can straighten out your left leg. Completely up to you and what your body's telling you it needs today. A straight leg is more stretch. A bent leg is more gentle. If you do straight leg, I would like you to have your toes up towards the ceiling. So don't just relax that whole leg. Keep it at a little active. Balancing the right leg. I want you to use your arms and do circles with your right leg. As if right in the middle of your sole of your right foot is where the circle's generating from. And there may be grapefruit sized circles. They're not very big. Go the other direction. Use your arms to pull and release on the strap to move the leg. Then I want you to bring it right back to center and draw the leg across the midline of the body just enough to get a stretch down the outside, that T-band. Try and relax the leg. Use the arm for support. The knee can be soft or should be soft. You don't want it bent a lot. You want it as straight as can be to get a benefit of the outside leg stretch. Bring it back to center, right up over the hip joint. And then use your arms and pull towards your torso slightly. Get a back of the leg stretch. Try and keep your foot relaxed. Your knee as straight as possible without locking it. And then let that leg center itself up over the hip again. And take it to the outside. As far as possible. As comfortable. Soft knee, relaxed leg, use your arms. Have my right elbow down as a kickstand, holding on to the strap, allowing the weight of my leg to rest into that strap. Open up my inner thigh. My inner thigh really needs a good stretch. I want you to use those arm muscles, drag it back up to center. I want you to keep the strap on the foot, but bend the knee. Hold it up there somehow, either with your strap or holding onto your shin or the back of your knee. And I want you to take your 2 big breaths in this position. How does that feel, that leg? At the end of your second breath, go ahead and draw up the left leg and switch your feet in the air. Realign yourself if you need to. Balancing that left leg right up over the top of the hip joint, and decide if you want to have your right leg bent or if you want to have your right leg straight out. Activate the foot if it's straight to keep the toes up. You have a soft flex of your left foot. You're not flexing so hard that your toes are lifted. It's just trying to keep the bottom of the sole flat. The knee is soft. And use the strap, use the arms to start to make circles with that leg. Feel as though the leg is responding to the movement of your arms instead of the arms compensating for the movement of the leg. It's going to be a little, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not going to be super smooth if you're using your arms like you're supposed to. The circle is going to be kind of wonky. If it's perfectly circle, you're probably using your leg muscles to make it happen. Make sure you go the other direction with your circle. Going to be a little wonky circle, but that's okay. The purpose of the exercise is to try and change the control. Who's in control, the arm or the leg? Should be the arm. It takes a little bit of work to make that happen. Then pause right up over the top of the hip joint, letting it balance. Draw it across the center. Get that side T-band stretch. Breathe. Are you relinquishing control to your arms? Drag it back up to center. Let it balance. Take a breath. Exhale, pull on your strap with your arms, drawing the leg in closer to the torso. Back of the leg stretch. Try and relax the toes. The knee is not locked out. You may feel that stretch across the sole of the foot. You may feel it down the calf. You may feel it all the way down the leg. You may feel it more in the back of the knee. You may feel it in the back. You may feel it in the butt. All of those are right answers. Only one of those is a right answer. It's all good, no matter where you feel it. Slowly release the arms to let that leg go back to balancing over the hip joint. And then start to open it up to the outside. Realigning. Getting that nice inner thigh stretch. Your hands may be getting tired of holding the weight of the leg up. Recognize it. It's all right. Breathe. Micro bend in the knee, relaxed foot, strong arms, tired hands. Even breath. Use those arms, pull it all the way back up. Bend the knee. Give the hands a break. And take your 2 breaths here. At the end of your second breath, unlasso your foot, drop your foot to the floor, slide your right one up if you had it straight, walk your feet to the outside edges, and let's do a little flopping, releasing any tension. I haven't wanted to yawn through a yoga class in a while, and today I want to yawn. Maybe it's the extra breathing. Drop both knees over to the right side. Roll up onto the edges of your feet. Put your hands or your arms either in T or cactus, giving it a little bit of work. Put something underneath your outer right thigh if you need to for support. Flex your feet if you need to. You say, I don't know if I need support. Does your knee feel like it's tweaked? Try flexing your feet. Does your back feel like it's being pulled on uncomfortably? Put some support underneath your outer thigh or even in between your knees. Like you could put a big pillow between your knees when you do this. You want to feel a stretch, but you don't want to feel pain. So find the support mechanisms, pillows, blocks, whatever it could be. Take the pain away, but still feel the stretch. Pull your belly in, like really pull it in tight, pushing your back to the floor, drawing your knees up, and then flop side to side. You're going to do the other side. Roll both knees over to the left, coming up on the edges of your feet. I want you to switch the position of your arms. Now I want them to either be in diamond or cactus. So if you're in cactus before, you got to switch. Find your support mechanisms. Find your even breath. Relax legs, relax glutes, relaxed belly. Pull the belly in strong into the floor, lifting the legs up. Bring your arms back down, draw both knees into your chest and roll around a little bit. And then find your Shavasana position. Get all your creature comforts together. Pillows, blankets. We're definitely into the blanket season now. I'm not quite yet, but the AC is a little chilly. Warm always means comfortable, so try and get warm. Closing your eyes, covering them if possible. And once you think you found your stillness, 2 big breaths again. The end of your second big breath, check your fidgetiness. Is it over with? Are you comfortable? Are you supported? Allow your breath to just take care of itself. Trying not to take control of it, not to force it, not to lengthen it, not to shorten it. Just to let it be all by itself. Relaxing through your forehead, your eyes, jaw. Relax the head. Relax the throat, the back of the neck, sides, tops of your shoulders, down your upper arm, elbow, forearm, palms, fingers. Relax both arms. Relaxing upper chest, upper back, mid chest, mid back, belly, low back, hips, right and left. Relax the torso. Relaxing upper thighs, knees, calves, ankles, soles of the feet, tops of the feet and toes. Relax both legs. Feel the push and pull of the breath in your body. Do you feel the body pull the air into the lungs? Do you feel the body push the air out? Feel the rhythm of the push and the pull. Trying not to take control over that push and pull. Try and focus on the pull, the pulling of the air into the lungs without taking control over it. I know it's difficult for me to not want to take a nice big deep breath and control that pull feeling. Now switch your focus to the push, the pushing of the air out. Are you trying to take control of it as well? I find it easier to release, to let the air out, to allow the body to push it out of my lungs. The push out is almost like a letting go, relax, or the pull in feels more active, like it needs my help or something. This push and pull of the breath. The same analogy can be used within our lives. Is there a situation that you feel that push and pull that are easier to let go of? That you feel like it would go better if you could take control of it? If you'd pull it in and take care of it yourself? Or maybe you want to push it away and not deal with it. Maybe the push is easier. Maybe allow your thoughts to mull about on things that you're wanting to pull into your universe, pull into your daily life, pull into your control, maybe. Does it make you feel cluttered and over busy? And then transition in your thoughts and let your thoughts focus on things that you intentionally might push away. Maybe it's people or places or things, situations. Maybe ridding yourselves of too many commitments. Does it feel freeing or does it feel empty? Like, no, maybe I would like some of it back. Maybe I got rid of too much. Maybe it's possessions. Maybe you're ready to get rid of some things, donate, give away, sell. Maybe it's thought practices, thoughts about life thereafter. Thoughts about politics or community involvement. And if you could let your thoughts focus on one in particular item or situation or person or relationship, what would it look like if it was completely balanced, if the push and pull were in harmony? If that thing is not in harmony now, what would it take to get it there? Would it mean you letting go a little bit or maybe drawing it in a little bit? making more of an effort. My challenge to you is to use this push-pull analogy or technique in decision-making processes, in finding balance and harmony in situations, people, places, and things, tangible things, perceived things. Always striving for harmony. In harmony, you find joy, you find peace, you find a relaxed state. And if you can find it, you can share it. Take a nice deep breath, filling your lungs all the way up. Pulling it in and then exhaling it and releasing it out, forcing it all out. Big breath in. Push it out. One more big breath in, drawing everything in towards you. Exhale, imagine pushing it all out. Use your arms, pull it in, squeeze in the fists to your body. Exhale, push it away physically with your hands. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, push it out. One more. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, push it out. Relax. Release your hands, release your feet. Wiggle them around. Wrists, ankles. Start moving through the whole leg, through the whole arm, through the torso, through the head, the neck, spine, from the crown all the way down to the tailbone. Draw one knee at a time into your chest. Sit still or roll. It's up to you. And gently roll over onto your side, stacking shoulders, hips, and knees. Give a moment for gravity to transition from the back body to the side body. How do you feel today? Did you reach that intention that you set at the beginning of class? Do you remember what it was? Gently peel yourself up off the mat, finding a seated position, tall spine, relaxed arms. Come into your breath. Drop your right ear to the right side. Tuck your chin and roll over to the left side. Give a nice little pause. Tuck and roll back to the right. Nice little pause. Tuck and roll to the left with a pause. Roll back to center. Lift your head, chin to ceiling. Bring it down into the chest. Up to the ceiling. Down into the chest. Back up to neutral. Roll your shoulders forward, up, back, down. Then reverse it back, up, forward. Reverse it forward, up, back. Reverse it back, up, forward. One more reverse around. Big breath. Use your arms. Inhale up. Lengthen. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Hands come together overhead. Exhale them down to your chest, fluttering your eyes open. And namaste.